Good night, good night, good night, good night.
No.
Try you there? Try you there?
Yeah, good night, people.
Yeah, good
I
night.
both here, so man, what going on? What
Good
going
night,
on?
good night, good night, good night, people. Welcome to another episode of the UpInsideYuh podcast. It's me, Kita
Up.
246. I got my boy Chad here with me. Chad here, or Chad is here, however you want to call it, or flip it.
However you want to call it. However you want to
we,
call it, man.
we here at the UpInsideYuh podcast, and this episode this week we are talking about. But wait, what is it though? Wait, tell me, really,
I don't even know why this so. I don't know. I have no clue why the like that is so okay. I don't know. I know wrong with it. I can't figure it out at all.
I feel as though we just live in a society that if there's no drama we can't survive. So we just
Kita, you hear that? You hear that just now?
I hear it, but you know
Man
what?
just pull out another my wife, big man.
A fresh
A fresh week and it's still going on. So why wanna saw? Wanna like to be in people's business far? Huh? Continue, Kita. Continue, brother.
When we come up with this concept this week, I sit down and study all the different reasons why people are debated and whole things in society are as opposed to how they were before. Growing up in Barbados, you hear about malicious people and people and that sort of thing, but we never really truly understand what we mean by malicious or guilty people.
Sorry about that. I was getting a little feedback there just now. Sorry about that. Wait. All right. I got it under control. Now, sorry about that, dear so people. Good night yet again. I just want to say a special good evening to everybody. Thanks again, as usual, for logging into UpInsideYuh podcast. This week's episode, as Keita just so gracefully introduced, is but why wanna soar? Barbados, why wanna soar? Why wanna like that? Why wanna always up people business? There got a lot of things today that we can touch on. And from wine, as what people say, from wine to iodine. But
yeah.
Great. So you want to jump straight into the things, or you just want to keep talking with the people and asking them why want to soar? Wait, is that one of the really things that we again conveyed when we gave one of this topic or alerted one to this topic this week that we do advertising. What one of the things we again conveyed this time around regarding about why want to soar? To be honest with me, I was like, all right. This is what I want to talk about. Before, I think this would be before. Me at time, kid, always be the worst when it comes to time. But this whole thing about Drake coming to the island, or he was basically one of the first people to land in Barbados after the borders were reopened on the 12th, not the 12th, sorry, the 20 something of July. I can't remember. As I said, but memory ain't the best. But it was the 12th?
It was last week, Sunday.
Okay, all right, well, good. For some reason, they thinking it was Sunday just gone. So I don't know why.
No, it was last week, Sunday.
In any case, he was one of the first people to land into the island since the borders reopening in terms of commercial airline flights, right?
Yeah.
Because we know the seaport was still quote unquote open, because cruise ships and everything was still allowed to dock and get, any necessaries and necessities and that sort of thing.
Yes.
But this guy, he's the first person to land here. Obviously, it was a big shock to me. That's a big shock for the culture because he's a very relevant artist.
You didn't see that one coming.
He's a very relevant artist in pop culture today. And we just came off of the conversation about entitlement versus entertainment, where we spoke on another well-known group of people in an entire situation. So my question to Barbados is why one of the saw with Drake coming into the island, and then there was this whole rare about people and girls, and he dealing with this body, he dealing with the next body. I just want to know. Why when I saw him?
So here my opinion. All right, Drake line here last week Sunday, right? Last week Sunday and the day You see the post, everybody took a picture of the plane. My plane looked dope, for respect. I see the man.
They had playing pictures?
Yeah, he got his own plane, bro.
Oh, I didn't see them. No, I thought you mean that they had people that were in the plane itself, not Dre and he entourage. I thought you to be other people cause that would have no freak me out. But I didn't see the photos to begin with. But I know you was a big fan of Dre. Let me
yeah,
but you can continue.
Yeah, he's a big fan of Dre. Yeah. But the thing is, right, so in my line, everybody in Barbados got their opinion. So nobody didn't know. Obviously, they're still new to Barbados, the whole protocol of testing when you leave overseas and when you get here. Nobody didn't know these stories. So the quickest thing that we as people do is run remote and say, oh, you come over here to spread corona, you come over here to do this, you come over here to do that. No, the line, the man do what he had to do, and he was cleared, he entourage was cleared, and it was good to go. I see it throughout the week, the man absorbed the Bajan culture, the man take it all in, the man was around having fun, the man...
Yeah, he definitely took in some culture.
I saw what he did there. I saw what he did there. But anyway, right. But
based off of that, yeah, he taking some culture for you. But go ahead, my brother.
But so the man was all over. I see the man went Rihanna Drive, and what I loved about the experience was that people don't understand that he did so much marketing for Barbados in that short stint that he was here. The man
post, it was pretty much for free.
Yeah, and the man post the Barbados flag on his story. The man was in clubs. The man was all over. The man went forth trying to play pickup basketball with people. Man was just having a good time on holiday.
He was very accessible because we usually hear rumors from if you know anybody that works in the hotel industry, when Oprah is here or Beyonce is here, we don't know. Because they don't be out in the public eye like that. The only time we knew when Oprah was here was when she came to interview Rihanna, and when Rihanna was, I can't remember what was the milestone that she broke at that point in time. Forgive me for not knowing what that was, but that was the only time that we knew Oprah was in the island. Other than if, as I said, you knew somebody that works on the private hangar side of the airport, or you know somebody that works within Sandy Lane, because they don't go anywhere else other than Sandy Lane. But I think that she has a property within Sandy Lane, so that's completely possible.
But
I got saying that I want to ask you though. Sorry that I cut you off all the time. But I feel like it's only now that you talking about it and you said that he was posting the Bajan flag, he went on Rihanna Drive, he was very accessible, he was out in the public. What you think happened there? You feel as if somebody called a shot with Rihanna and Rihanna know that Drake wants she bad and she said, all right, well, go long home and give my people some big up, and then I will consider again a little opportunity, or what you feel? Because let me be real, let me be honest for a little bit. So what is his connection to Barbados then? That he would just come here and be so accessible.
But Drake is a man that like to copy a lot of people's cultures, right? Or absorb them. And I think that he wanted to get a part or idea of what the slang is, the culture is here, to incorporate that into his wide array of techniques to sing and rap in. So if you hear a Drake song, no, you hear about Wuhnuh or a soul or something, you would know that Drake I think surf rap.
Surf rap. Yeah, big up my surf rap. I like surf rap bad though. I like surf rap so bad. There's just something about the man realness and rawness that I just always like.
Yeah, he's a big fan of me too. But what you like about it all is that when the man posts these things, people see a bit of the culture and got idea of you. This place is a beautiful place. This man takes some real nice photos from real nice areas. He takes some pictures of people that were genuine around him. Like even that youngster that he take a picture with a post on his IG. I watch that youngster, right? I make it my business to watch that youngster snap straight. And see like your more followers got a couple of days just from a post of Drake. And it was ridiculous.
It's amazing. It's amazing how how influential these people is with you, because
Yeah.
like I keep saying, the guy came into the island basically on the back of a pandemic. He came in, as I said, and I constantly saying this, he was accessible, he was out there in the public eye, he was mingling with people, he was walking the road, he wasn't like, hiding from the cameras or trying
Yeah.
to avoid people. He was very interactive. So honestly, I can just put it out there for me personally. I believe that this was something that was orchestrated in order to reinvigorate the interest in Barbados and our tourism. Because
So
let me be clear,
you feel like to be
Drake
chairman
got
of
hundreds
the
of
business?
millions of fans. Well, obviously, I have no proof to the sort. But I think the wheels in my head just going like, all right, Chad, what are the odds of somebody like Drake, an actual relevant persona, coming to Barbados the
The
day
man's the
of
biggest, the man's the biggest artist in the world.
it our borders reopening, and then right, because he could be anywhere and to say that he ain't come to do his music video or whatever. But I love the idea.
I also
I
heard that
love
too.
the idea.
I also heard
Right.
that he
I
was here
love the
from the
idea
video.
of what they did. Whoever it is that come up with this plan needs to be given a badge of some kind of honor. He needs to be some kind of unsung hero or unsung heroine. Whoever it is that do it, they need a big up because this was brilliant. Because I
Yeah,
tell you, this man got
it was
hundreds
great.
of millions of followers and
It was
viewers.
great
And
at
don't forget,
marketing.
DJ Khaled is another big one too. DJ
Yeah.
Khaled is another big one too, and his music was all over the place, and he the posting it non-stop, and it was this and that. So the fact that he was here posting the flag, going to Shafet, that sort of thing, brother, I guarantee you, there's no amount of money that Barbadians could have paid him, or there's no amount of money that the Ministry of Tourism could have put into another company to go and create, like one of them generalized, in my opinion, corny tourism ads
Yeah.
that we put all over the place. There's
Tourism
nothing
is
that we could do
our
to over
business.
the
Tourism is our
let's
business.
play our part.
Everybody has a part to play. Let's play our part. And I agree with you.
I seeing a person here so saying that didn't them also offer people to come and work? I guess you trying to say here. But yeah, definitely. That is something that is I guess it's something to do with getting people interested in coming to the island and operating here and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
when I thought about it and I spoke to my friends about it, people who live abroad, you got to look at the fact that these people don't have a place to stay. They probably don't have transportation. Public transportation is not that reliable. So you're gonna be finding people that actually have money that are gonna be able to afford to actually stay in a foreign country for 12 months.
I work.
Yeah.
I work remotely from Barbados.
You understand? So
I seen the thing, right? But like one of our artists here, there's always some controversy around the artist or around something that the artist does or what's not. Once again, we asked the Bajan people, why win a sword though? Tell me.
So man.
Why win a sword? The people had my man jersey was at the event Sunday. At Copacabana.
What event was this?
I actually don't have a clue. I really only look for events recently. Corona has made me a different person, to be honest. But but I still trying to keep up with it. But I follow it on Twitter and see what's going on, and I keep my ear to the street. So my mom was at the event, and he might have seen a friend that or someone he may have wanted to befriend, and the person who he wanted to befriend may have had a little too much to drink, having on AG Live and kind of advertise that they may be going to a villa and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we going to a villa with Drake. We going to a villa. But no, you put that off now live. My mom, we see this live. We going to a villa with Drake. We going to a villa. We going to a villa. That's what he was hearing. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I mean, and the fact that the girl in the background already know that you money upon the life. You money here.
but you can still see it.
All of that was hilarious to me.
But go for it.
Huh?
The thing is,
Are they?
The thing is, right? This isn't the first time a celebrity come here and something like that happened. And it probably ain't gonna be the last. You understand? But people destroy the girl on IG for the past couple of days because it can happen Sunday and for the past 2 days, yeah, they destroy she on IG and I'm like, we lashing out at people like this though. I mean, I don't think she should have gone on IG with the whole vibe, but at the same time, I like, why we throwing on people like this?
Why people was reacting? Why people was reacting in the manner that they did? Because people don't always be people, and if people don't people, there will never be people. And so the fact of the matter is, right?
But people, when
celebrities of that magnitude come to you, and you have the opportunity to be next to them, you want the whole world to know about that, dog. Because let me tell one of they say so or no.
Charlie Freeze.
Oh, wait, there. So look, that for freezing is Raska.
Yeah, Chad, you're frozen. You got this expressive look on your face. You're more open, like I can't forget what and all you like.
You look sport that is so gonna be thing. No, wanna can see me and hear me still. Wanna can see me still.
Chad, you look the mean boy. Chad, you the mean. Chad, you the mean. No. You look like when your girlfriend you find out your girl was in a. Chad, where you going? Child, like if you find out that your girl's in an entanglement. Yes, brother, you're back.
Yeah, are you back up in there?
Yeah, you back up in there.
Listen, my Instagram, why you wanna soar, nah? Why you wanna soar? When I want me make my points, they want shut me down. They want shut me down, dog. You know what I'm saying? But wait, is I was saying there before I just so rudely interrupted.
DJ Khaled, they don't want you to win.
Listen, they don't want me to win, so you know what you can do? Win more. Do not screenshot that expression and then let that go for a record. You know how Rico treated me last week when it comes to Colombia? Yeah. When it comes to the Colombian nurses. Yeah. But anyhow.
But Chad, right?
So what is that? What is that? I'm ready to stop off before you stick.
You look like somebody. You look like Hobo Smith. When he find out that he wait for the entanglement for August.
Child boy. The man gonna put me in a meme around here. All right, well, let me go global, man. Make me feel sweet like a donut. Anyhow, wait, is that you was talking about there just about
the girls and Drake and
right. So I was basically saying that when you get the opportunity to be around a famous person, you're gonna want people to know about that. That's like if I see Drake too, I'll be like, yeah, Drake, let me take a picture because that's normal. And you will want because you know, once upon a time, people word you so good for something. So I was saying, you will never believe who I see today, big man. I see Drake, and you'll be like, I don't see that Drake. So I will go show you my picture as proof because we ain't any time no more when people words used to mean something. Ray would tell you, kid, I just don't see Drake in front of Broad Street. And you will say, it's for real, child, boy. That's a good one. Because let me tell you one straight. If Angela Bassett ever come to Barbados, you know you're going to the villa. I don't care what no boy say going to that villa. Because I vexed with she at all. But it's just that she should move a little better, you know, that's always saying.
Yeah, but I can't say that you should go on like advertise on a G. Like, if you want to go with Drake, I'll you know, but don't be like then you come back out to defend yourself saying, oh, supposed to be the game to discuss business, and you could clearly see that the girl intoxicated or going a little drinks and she talking, she words slurring, she's showing you she body. I don't think that was a business decision not too anymore.
No, there was business going on. There was a transaction, but I don't think money was involved.
It might have been a deposit, but you never know.
Yeah, big up yourself, Gizzy Don. You're up inside for real. We also asking why when I saw we start talking about Drake and the situation that took place the past couple days with him on the island, the young girls and everything. So, but truth be told, though, right, I was very surprised that that, as usual, Barbadians respond, and I mean that had a lot of what we will call quote unquote high profile people within the party scene that obviously were salty, like a couple DJs and everything. They're actually pretty salty with their comments and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, but
I noticed that too.
so just because somebody bigger than you come to the island, all
Correct.
of a sudden now the girls slap and the girls this and the girls that and the girls the next.
But when the seeing girls was up on the DPJs, it ain't a problem. But
I ain't got nothing for them there, so
a week and a half of Drake was too much. It was way too much.
Yeah, but let me say this: I don't know if you can ever see this podcast episode, but let me tell you, Dre, we are thankful in Barbados for you coming and injecting the millions of eyes that you brought to the island within this particular time. Be thankful. I'm thankful because I don't think there was really anybody else that would have come and push that vibe in the manner that you pushed it and the direction that you pushed it in. So be thankful for the free tourism that you brought to the island for.
And the free advertising.
You got yourself wherever it is, Dre. I get to meet your name, but big up yourself.
But as you were speaking about high profile people, that kind of ties into something that I actually want to know where we saw too, because like the high profile people is the people out there that ain't wearing the mask. The high profile people out there ain't rinsing their hands, washing their hands, nor using sanitizer, walking about like normal.
Social distancing.
And who feeling the pain for it? Who feeling the pain for it? All of we. Everybody. So
all of we.
I know.
But know that you said so. Go ahead.
Recently, I know the czar come out and speak. I pronounce that name funny. Everything. It's just so funny when they say czar. But the czar come out and speak to the people about the whole situation and reprimand a lot of the restaurants and bars and stuff for not adhering to the protocols stuff like this. And it's interesting because people got a lot of mixed views about it. People saying that is, I just find it silly, but people saying that people like talk don't want people to enjoy themselves, so they're stopping it. But at the same time, Corona is still here. Corona is real. Like you gotta deal with it. You gotta put these things in place.
Right.
We know that the borders open back. You don't know who could have been in that bar, who interacted who. You never know, so you still gotta follow protocol. I ain't saying that ice very much 24/7, but it's very tough. It's really, really tough. But you still gonna follow protocol. Great, you were saying, sorry, man.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% because I find that Barbadians can never be pleased. On one end, they said when we were without any active cases at any point in time, the czar all of a sudden disappeared. Then when the man had to come on TV now to help people to remember, like we were constantly promoting people to remember, just because we are not seeing active cases does not mean Corona or COVID-19 has magically disappeared. You still need to be wearing your mask whenever you're out in public. You still need to be social distancing. Yes, they brought it down to 3 feet as opposed to the 6 feet before. But the fact of the matter is that this thing is not over. And then we have to remember the borders reopen. So that means then that the possibility is higher now for you to contract this particular virus, because there are people coming in that we don't know where they come from, who they was in contact with. So we still need to understand that when the czar speaks, that he is given the role of authority to enact what he's talking about, and because he knows what he's talking about. So on one end, I asking the Barbadian public what you want to saw. What you want to hear the man and them when he talk, when they want to hear it.
I don't know how people in the comments feel about the czar, because a lot of people think that he's a dictator. A lot of people think that he being too tough on us as people. A lot of people think a lot of different reviews. So I just want to know how the people in the chat and comments feel about the czar and what's their take on the situation. Because for me, I just think it's a reminder to be more cautious, and we got bigger things to worry about. Like, for instance, we on the verge of a hurricane, you know what I mean? So we got bigger things to worry about. So how y'all feel about the czar? Like you think that the czar doing a good job? You think that he exaggerating too much, or he carrying it a little overboard? Like, how y'all feel?
Well, we will wait until they come and give you some feedback on that. Me personally, we gotta understand that the gentleman was given that position and that power and that office
Mm-hmm.
because of his qualifications and his ability to do the job that is before him. I will stand up and I will say that he did a great job along with the other persons that were involved with everything going on when we were entering the lockdown, during the lockdown, and after the lockdown. This man did a great job. He was communicative, he was concise, he was precise, he taught in layman terms for boy to understand. I didn't feel that if I was in the House of Parliament when they're talking and calling the big words that the average Bajan is not going to understand, I felt
Yeah.
like he did a good job. So,
But so
like I said, on one end,
you don't feel that he should have got shuffled, like how the cabinet no get shuffled?
well, you see, no, I again bring that, but you finesse that and they're real, so you play basketball. But let me
Yeah,
tell you
it's been
something, right?
possible. Yeah, for
You
sure.
see, me reshuffling the cabinet. I was holding my, I was watching it. I mean, I heard the announcement going on and everything, and she did come on, and she was very what Mia Motley is the honorable Mia Motley. Got address the lady
Yeah,
correctly.
correct.
She is very charismatic, and she is not abrupt. She's not a person that dismisses people so that they feel as if, oh, you're not good, we get rid of you, whatever the case may be. So the fact of the matter is that I looked at the five individuals that she basically relieved them of the portfolios that they would have held when she became prime minister.
Urban stuff.
And I gotta say that I agree with it though, because I from St. Andrew. I don't know if anybody did know this, but I from St. Andrew.
Yeah, you're from far for true.
And
Yeah.
George Payne has been the minister of St. Andrew. Yeah, yeah. But George Payne has been the reigning minister in office for St. Andrew for as long as I can remember myself. You
Mm.
understand me? And truth be told, I really don't see the reason why people are still so why he was still in office. Because I think what we need to do as a society as well is start giving an expiry date to people repeating an office. I think that will help spark some changes in terms of people coming with better ideas for communities, better ideas for constituencies, and it can make them fight for the position, if you understand what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
if you could just sit back and hold a position for umpteen years, basically, I could say that this man has probably held that office between 20 to 30 years. And I really didn't see any reason why that he was there for so long. I can't really say that he has done much for this side of St. Andrew. We could go into the whole politics and thing. You know what me? I start playing all the time. I call a spade a spade. I am
Yeah.
neither B nor D. I just go based off of what I see, what is presented to me. I think I should be an
Yeah.
artist, like right now time. So my thing is, right,
Are artists or artists?
we need to have artists. What I think we need, right, is an opportunity for people to be given an expiry date. Because if you could win two terms,
Yeah,
you
but
don't you don't be set for life. Like your pension will be set for life or something.
yeah, it'll be sad. But here's the thing, Richard. Like for instance, like a lot. I actually listened to a lot of like shows recently and like calling programs and so on. And for, like this morning, I heard a lot of people calling for the head of the attorney general and want to know why he didn't get shuffled too. Given the situation with crime and stuff, and when he was actually the shadow minister of the same area, he was calling for the former attorney general said, given the situation with crime and whatnot. But I think that he has been trying to make changes and so on, especially like within the police force and starting to combat crime and that sort of thing. But I think that I don't know. I honestly really don't have opinion that much on the attorney general's operation. I think he's done a pretty okay job. But when it comes to like the ministers that have been removed, that move like in your situation with Miss Payne, like I would have to hear from like people or people even the people in the
Mr.
comments.
Payne.
Yeah, to see how they feel. And I ain't talking about Max Payne, I talking about your guy. I want to know how people in the comments feel about.
No, but you said Miss Payne, so I don't
I
want to know
know
where to be.
Mr. Payne, Mr. Payne, Mr. Payne. I want to know how people in the
Oh,
comments.
I thought you said Miss Payne.
I want to know how people in the comments feel about the shuffling and that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
y'all were gonna tell me like if you think that it was a good
Yeah, they could, as usual, while they get into commenting and giving me their feedback, we could continue to go. Um, good night, Andrew. Andrew saying, well, if you want to know why Benjamin, so don't worry, we can get to that shortly because I got something here for the women too. So moving on from the reshuffling of the cabinet, right? Yet again,
right.
I want to say a big thank you and a big up to the administration, the Barbados Labour Party for how they dealt with this situation, especially with
Right.
something that we never ever faced before as a Caribbean island. You gotta give them
And
props
there's a
and
global
respect for doing something.
and there's a global pandemic and I can actually say we stayed ahead of the ball and actually led by example for the other countries where we were at some really decent numbers
A way,
of the cases.
a way the goddess said that more need taken out, but hey, good night, Mystic Rose Queen. Right, so let me continue on. What we waiting for people to say something about the shuffling of the
Yeah,
portfolio other than what
because they know everybody obviously got their opinion on who they feel doing a good
yeah,
job,
gotta say.
who they feel ain't doing a good job. Yeah, that Aisha, good night, Aisha. And I
All right,
agree.
there's another question that I got for people here. So no, Barbados and Bajans, what you want to store? They say a hurricane coming or a storm coming. A name
Hurricane
Gonzalo.
Gonzalo, like, not
Hurricane
like
is a hurricane. Hurricane
hopefully,
Gonzalo.
hopefully, it ain't
But
like
the no getting said, but the no getting said. But that's what was no getting said. We if it is named after Gonzalo Higuain, who used to play for Real Madrid, but no playing for Juventus, he don't really hit the goal. So more than likely he can pass right over me. But that come into why do Barbadians feel as if God is a Bajan, that we don't got take that serious. Because you remember in 2010 when Hurricane Thomas passed Barbados,
Thomas.
it
Yeah,
lit
Thomas damage.
we up, we
Like,
we were not ready because we were not given adequate notice about it, and we weren't given adequate notice about it, and
no, I don't
then
think that we want to get
a
adequate
lot of
knowledge.
homes and everything.
A lot of people didn't take it as serious as they should. And I think that always should have been a reminder because people think, yeah, God is a Bajan and this and that was going on in a Bajan. No, it's not anything can happen to Barbados at any time. So I think that
But God
if
could get a 12-month visa though. We could get God a 12-month visa.
a visa to stay here in Barbados and work. Or you
Yeah.
mean the visa that me again no to come here in Barbados and this?
Right. But he could come
So
if he want to come.
you will go come?
Yeah. They pass through and bigger he plays too, you know what I mean? He will do
But
a drip.
But he will go up here taxes, man, because they don't think the treasury a little lick up from people being thing, so you got to pay some taxes, so you got to pay NAS and thing.
But he got the money to make any economy come back from the dead, so they come true for true. I really ready to give you a 12-month visa.
Yeah, let's go come about here, man.
My man, Blue Jay RC says same people that ain't taking it serious is the same people that don't wear masks. Lord,
Yeah,
man. You ain't pulling the punches tonight at all.
I like that, Justin. That my man in China. That my man in China.
Oh, yeah? Big at yourself, big man. My man in
Yeah,
ground zero. Be careful out there, boy.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Somebody in the chat has said before, and I completely forgot. They said that she's saying that she heard that the people who are coming here for the 12 months stay need to be working for at least 50,000 US dollars a year, though.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So obviously, like I said, with me talking with my friends that
But
live abroad, and
Chad, wait when it's so that was the same propaganda that people were spreading saying that anybody could come to Barbados. But people don't understand the full concept of something and one go and rub it at Me don't want anybody come out here and work to stand here in Barbados. But no, they got parameters, they got the reasons and rationale for things that being done.
Because that it made perfect sense. Because like I was saying before, I knew about the $50,000. You got to show that proof. The fact of the matter is that, like I said, if you're a person that just working a 9 to 5 job and you live in paycheck to paycheck, even though your money is in US dollars, you still gotta come here. You gotta look for a place to live. You got to find transportation, personal transportation for yourself, depending on the area that you go into.
Working in
and you gotta understand that this person is not a local. This person is not a local, so you know there's things that we might not even be thinking about right now that would occur to these people. Like, how will I survive in Barbados? A complete strange land to me, and I actually live in there for 12 consecutive months. I mean, it's a great thing, but yeah, it definitely gotta be people with money, man. We definitely need people with money coming in and spend and up in the thing. We need money to up in the foreign exchange. We definitely do need that. So I got a question for you though, Keita, because you're a fella that would know why this is happening. You know, going back to the czar and what he was saying about social distancing and parties and bars and so on. My question is, you remember at a point in time there was a protocol being followed that the buses were not supposed to have X amount of people within it. You remember that, right? That it was only picking up a certain number of people. All right, good. So my question is, if the buses can remain full now, and he's mentioning the distancing and so on, why is it that banks still got people standing up outside in hot sun against the bank, and buses could be full?
Because the banks still follow the protocol that established. Those rules didn't get relaxed yet. And at the same time, the bank mostly. My question to you though is to actually combat that. What you can the bank, sir?
But I would figure that people would be.
No.
Well, I get what you're saying. I get where you're coming from.
Use alternative means and channels, but to be honest, like there's still a limit to the amount of people that come into the bank. The conditions in the bank are a little different than the conditions in the ZR, I guess we can say, where the air is circulated and stuff, and so on. But at the same time, I can't say that rule didn't make more sense. That rule, right, cut down the people that come in the bank, or there's one come in the bank just to get AC or just to take up room in your institution. Doing nothing, because you got people that's kind of or some people will come in the bank, like somebody will go in Republic Bank and just say, well, I come in here to cash a check when they got ATM card and they can do it just like ATM. So you know, like when it's so like when they could be doing these things and get too faster, but when it's so you know, like what you expect?
Right. Okay. Well, I just asked you that because it crossed my thoughts today. Because when I went over to the Spicestone area today, I saw a whole bunch of people on the outside, but I can't remember the name of the bank, to be honest. And it just hit me. It just hit me like that because I saw a bus passing in my area and it was full. You know, that had a decent number of people in the bus. So I was like, wait. So if they're making noise about the social distancing and so on, why are the buses still full, but still some businesses like the bank still following a particular protocol behind, like having people socially distanced, like to the point? If you understand what I'm saying. So there's a lot of conflicting stuff, and I do understand from the point of a Bajan now, of a civilian now, I could understand where the confusion would be coming, because I did see a lot of feedback from the Barbadian community speaking on why are they getting so many conflicting narratives and directives. So, and wait, Crystal is who's fitness chick, and she's the person that said the $50,000 is what the person's supposed to show. Now she's saying that as a certain age as well, between 22 and 55. Okay. Well, let me tell you something. These parameters are new to me. I just knew about the 12-month visa, but I didn't know what I was telling people to do, though, friends of mine was telling them just go on the website that was given to see
Yeah.
if they
But
could
speaking of
know
website,
about the parameters. Because I did assume that there would be parameters, though. You were
speaking
saying
of
something,
website,
Peter?
no, I was just studying too that you trigger something with me that somebody said website because even like I was on Barbados today is today, and they were promoting stuff for us as individuals to not even have to listen to the radio to track the Hurricane Gonzalo, where there's apps on your cell phone that you can use as the hurricane watcher to track the hurricane. So I would recommend that to people for sure to track the hurricane because we might not always have access to listen to your radio or look for updates, but we can do it ourselves. You got data plan on your phone, or you got this internet home. Just use your phone to track the hurricane. Don't wait for the radio to come and tell you where the hurricane is. You track it yourself. You know where you're supposed to be at what time and that sort of thing. If you could work from home, from home. Don't go back to work if you don't have to because like this hurricane serious and based on trajectory of hurricane, they say that it's supposed to pass 70 miles south of Barbados, right? But it is expected to impact Barbados on Friday night, Saturday morning.
Night into Saturday morning.
Yeah, that is what they said. Because right now it's moving at like 75 miles an hour, so you got to monitor it and see the direction that it's going. Because this could turn at any time, change trajectory. You know what I mean? So it's saying that we definitely gotta keep up to date with. And I hope people have not did the same thing like back with Thomas and wait till last minute. Because the thing about Thomas, right? People were told that it was coming, but people didn't take it as serious as they should. So nobody didn't stock it up. So it was only last minute when people were trying to all go to market the same thing, which kind of like happened today. Because if you see what these market lanes look like today, I work in the malls, so I can tell you what the lanes look like in Massey. I can tell you what the lanes look like in Popular. I know that this in there normal today to markets.
Well, listen. I really and truly cannot recall getting any updates when Thomas was passed in the island. And based off of what you were saying that we were given updates. I ain't 100% certain, but what I would say to everybody know because we went through Thomas in 2010 and there's 2020. There's actually it's not a full 10 years because Thomas passed October 31st into November 1st. I would never forget it because it actually destroyed my family home. So what I would tell people is take the warning seriously. Always ensure that you have water for each and every person drinking water. In terms of water, you need to have a lot of can. Somebody said, "Oh, she got vanilla tea times."
Yeah,
I know that vanilla tea times is you go to. Yeah. No. So obviously these people is you people because they talk about vanilla tea times. But make sure you got your can items. Make sure that you have all of your personal documents like your passport, your ID, your Visa debit cards, your credit cards, your people man cards. Make sure you got everything together in a nice waterproof bag or something around that line, a Ziploc bag, something. Just ensure.
Because we don't
like
know.
Even Carrie-Anne is saying the updates for Thomas were poor. It caught us with our plans. Now that's true. That is true. Because I telling you that I was a man that I was always a person to take things serious. But the way how Thomas just came upon us that Friday night, it's like outside just changed like that. And then all of a sudden no, it was like this real big situation and I actually had a conversation with a friend of mine who told me since that her roof also came off when Thomas passed, that ever since then she has just always been paranoid when it comes to hurricane watches, storm updates, that sort of thing. She's taking everything serious and
as you should.
And I told her it's the same thing for me. It's the same thing for me. So people need to like even if we do get spared, which we often do for whatever reasons, whether it's how we located, how the wind drafters were. I don't know, I'm a scientist, but just seriously, people take the thing serious. Keep updated. Stay informed. spread the word rather than spreading foolish the entanglement. I think that one was spreading both. Spread the office updates.
But people sleeping with Dre instead of spreading that information. The information that we spreading right now is information on Hurricane watching and updating each other. So I hope that people they're also like, I like to say this to people as well. Like look around your house, see what outside could fly away, what could blow away, what needs to be secured. Look, don't you gap. You don't gotta be the most active person in your community, but look, you could see that if there got people in your community that do things like if you drains block up, look at your drains to see if they block up, because you know as soon as the rainfall here, the whole country is one flat. And hurricanes is kind of a good shot of rain. So look at the rain, see what's going on. Check the gutters, see how they stop up, if they need clearing, that sort of thing. If they got any grass that in any areas that need to be moved, that sort of thing. Because I can tell you, like for instance, in my gap, like once grass get cut, or no, sometimes the people from government will cut the grass and left in the road till somebody else is supposed to come and move it. Sometimes situations like that happen.
That's happened to me.
And the rainfall is push it down the road, and then that blocking you well in you gap or the gutter well, and the water ain't getting in the well as it should. So then the area will flood, and that'll be a big problem in most communities here. So I would advise anybody to take.
That there's another thing that brings up another topic, because when I was living in KFL for a year, I think 2017 to 2018, I was living in KFL. This particular area always flooded out, even if it was just a good downpour. It always was flooding out. Yeah, for some reason it always flooded. I don't understand why that happens, and the drainage department and the government, like why when I saw like why when I figuring out what is that is necessary in order for this to stop occurring. Like it just ain't making no sense. No, like I feel like you're supposed to be learning from mistakes. If you find that a particular area floods, all right, levy, all right, we understand the floods. Levy try to get to the bottom. Let me get to the bottom of this situation, and then levy solve it.
So that in future, like don't flood. So
which always links back to the point that I mentioned in a previous episode, where he's saying that we are a reactive society rather than proactive.
That's true, and because people only care about themselves, they will tell themselves,
we gotta walk away from that mentality.
That will not me, that don't make that can't affect me. That's what people think, Chad. I'm telling you, and asking you, I'm telling you.
But that's different. Remind me, that's different to when Barbados Lake and Power had the outages for the 2 days, and everybody in the island then getting water. All of a sudden, them understanding what St. Andrew, what St. Joseph, what St. John, and other places to be dealing with. But when the water come back on, when the electricity come back on, and they got water, all of a sudden the body ain't remembering that St. John, St. Andrew, and St. Joseph that's been going through it. All the way, a fella not too far from me. He lives like maybe, like I would say, a good 10 minutes drive from me. And his area has not had water since Boxing Day last year, brother. You know what I tell you? Boxing Day last year. And it's almost Boxing Day again now in 2020. So right now, I don't really get into these conversations with people when it comes to like this reactive versus proactive thing, because the proof is in the pudding. It's only when people are affected that all of a sudden there's a solidarity. But they easily forget when everything is going back perfect for them. So the 2 day situation in Barbados when the light and power went through what it isn't went through, I wasn't into that bandwagon. That's like something is going on all the time, and then all of a sudden everybody else catching up. Welcome. That's what it's telling them. So I just want to the drainage.
I just want people to be more reactive, not more reactive, but more proactive. Sorry, to these things, because if you could nip it in the bud to avoid these things from happening, nip it in the bud. Because you don't want to go there in black boots or slippers trying to clear a drain when outside flooding. You understand me? You don't want to be doing this sort of things. And to be honest, like there are a lot of things that we should be able to put in place from now. So if you got plants outside, can blow in, move them from outside, man. If they could be moved, move them. Yeah. If you got umbrellas or a table or stuff outside in gallery that can blow in, move them. Don't wait till the hurricane comes and then one road say to move them and then complain. You know what I mean? So
Right. Yeah, just be proactive, people. Use the 97 or 98% literacy that I said that we got. You transform it into some common sense, man. I just be proactive with things rather than waiting to the last minute. We gotta get away from this last minute thing all the time. Even with the situation when it comes to the supermarket, people waiting to the last minute to go and flood supermarkets and all kind of foolishness to stock up for items. I mean, like you could go and buy a can of, you could go and buy a 6-pack of tuna right now, and you know that anything's gonna be good for however long, right? You don't need to wait until you know that you put your last can of tuna to go back and go and get something. Go and stop at other things.
But here we go. I'll tell people. So at the beginning of COVID, we had challenges with getting supermarket and whatnot. I know we turn to, and this boy don't want us to forget. Please remember the black-owned businesses out there. Please remember the men out there that got.
Yeah, definitely.
Go and patronize.
Yeah, we gotta keep plugging that.
Go and support them people right now. Them are the people that want me support.
We gotta keep plugging them.
Because them are the people that will open for me the 5 minutes after, the 10 minutes after, and that sort of thing. Go and support them right now. So patronize the black-owned business and more something that you know right now if you want to place late. Don't
forget the challenge. Don't forget the challenge that we put forward to we people, you know, and that we put forward to the people that we wanted to remember. Every day when it's put up memes, every day when it's spread some sort of situation, get somebody black business, banner, player, whatever, and
push one black business a day.
Push it on one a day. Even if it's the same one every day, just push it. You know, let me keep that energy going on. You know, I feel like if the wheels starting to slow down a little bit and not seeing as much, you know, black this and black that, but it's slowing down. I don't like it slowing down. I want to keep going forward. You understand me?
No, you think first slowing down.
But let me transition into something here so quick. I just want to big up the couple gentlemen that reached out to me. You know, because they were saying that for the longest time we got to understand that men is be over here so suffering and they need a shoulder and they need somebody to talk to. And I just want to let it be known that a couple people have been reaching out to me, talking to me, and we have been relating on a very similar topic. And that's pretty much what I think I can end the podcast with in terms of children matters. Wait, what you wanna say, huh? Wait, is that let's move so I'm gonna be behaving in this manner, huh? So the thing is, right, a lot of the fellas were explaining to me what's going on, and I think that I have been such a good listener for a long period of time that I could listen and I could tell when somebody is playing the victim versus when they are, you know, really and truly trying to explain to somebody what's going on. You know, like I feel like the situation. Are you still there with me?
Yeah, you still here, buddy.
Oh, I wasn't saying anymore. Right. So
I ain't as well versed or traversed as the whole situation with children mothers with you. So I just listening. I even taking notes for myself.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But my thing is, there are a lot of fellas out here that are trying their best, especially post-COVID, that meeting a lot of resistance from their children's mothers, where that, you know, dynamics are changing, realities are shifting. You have to come up with a new game plan, and I'm meeting a lot of unnecessary resistance. So I want everybody out here to understand that it is not an us versus them, it is not a man versus women versus men thing. We got to elevate from that shit now. I think it's high time that when two people come together and make a child, it's time for one to start looking at life different. Stop being in this manner of personal vendettas. Stop with this vindictive nature. Stop with this petty shit. I hate to hear this petty conversation. And you know, once upon a time, the word petty was a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It was a word that was being uplifted. All of a sudden, everybody want to be petty. Dog, Let me say this to you. This is the time now for people to be coming together and not tearing apart. This is the time for everybody to really be looking at what is going on, what really matters in life. Because just a couple weeks ago, all of a sudden, everybody to know what matters now. But then, no, because we're getting more freedoms and everything seems to be going back to some semblance of normalcy, we falling back into the same behaviors that we had before COVID. And it should not be so. It should not be that. It should not be so. So this is my thing, right?
I think we should talk about this. I think we should talk about this next episode.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to bring these things so that it could get on people's mind, and then we could bring it back and over. But I just want people.
We need more unity, and that's the fact, Chad. We need more unity.
Yeah. And I mean, this is it, right, Keita? We look at unity as something that for the entire Barbados diaspora. Right now, unity is you and you, sister. Unity is me and my brother. Unity is me and my daughter's mother. Whatever the case may be, it just takes that spark to begin the entire fire. You understand what I'm saying? Because when I start pushing unity with the people that I am closest to, I can start giving it to other people as well. And it's a cascading type of domino effect. Ain't nothing that you need to pull out some magical hat or whatever. My point is, right, come together, recognize what's important, recognize what you gotta do, deal with your current reality. That's what's most important. People gotta understand reality and recognizing what is real is what we need right now. All this fantasy living and all this keeping up appearances and all of this, or what everybody gonna think if I start doing this, get away from that foolishness. It's time for me to start recognizing that, you know what? Money ain't moving like how it used to do. Because right now everybody holding the money close to the chest. So you know all of the things about keeping up appearances and if I do this, yes or no, all of a sudden everybody gonna feel it. If I brag, no, you brag. Stop getting all of your ain't. You understand me? So just act normal, people. Just come together, figure it out.
But thanks for that, Chad. Thanks for that, Chad. And I know that was well received from the folks in the chat. I agree with you 100%. And keep it real. Deal with your current reality because that's all you could do at the moment. But I want to say thank you and a good night to everybody in the chat. Thanks for logging in and following us. This latest episode of UpInsideYuh. But wait when it's so though.
Get on the link tree. Get on the link tree.
You can get on the link tree and follow us. You can also follow us on UpInsideYuh. We also We also have a version on Anchor podcast app that you can actually listen to the audio version of the podcast. But you can check it all out. We are available and very easy to get to. Check us all on IG. You can also individually at us at Chad is here and keep it 246. And actual UpInsideYuh page. So thank you once again and good night, folks.
Good night, people. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in again. Wait. Yeah, for real? Come blame her. I did say I feel as if it was gone already, you know.
I thought that child was gonna talk till it gone.
Big up your chest.
Yeah.